Not me, it's them.
No.
What is going on, all-terrain nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these bad mother effing Fords we all love to drive, this is your Ford Talk podcast. I gotta quit changing the name.
I thought you were turning to me to say it.
Podcast live. What are we going with tonight?
I don't know. There may be some changes down the road. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna talk Fords tonight. Yeah. We know we do that.
We're gonna talk Fords.
Fords. Yes. What's up, everybody? It's been a couple weeks.
Has been.
I know. We had a holiday and all kinds of stuff got in our way of doing this, and we probably could have done it on the holiday, but I just didn't figure anybody'd be on. So
everybody else was busy with all their non-Ford family.
Yeah, what's up with that, man? Come on, everybody just needs to stick with this family, and you'll be good. But what is going on, ladies? How are y'all doing? I know Allie's been she's been traveling. She's been airbound. And
did you travel today or did you come back yesterday?
I came back yesterday.
Oh, so today was your first day back to the real world. Did you have to work today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
It sucks.
That's our biggest struggle. Like when we travel, and we sound so ungrateful about it, but it's not. But it's like when you have to come back and go straight to work the next day, it's really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because Colorado's 2 hours behind Michigan, so like waking up and stuff there was like fine, but like going to bed, I'm like
100%.
I'm like, it's 8 o'clock here technically, and it's like it feels like 10 to me because it is 10 in Michigan.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a little rough. I'm not gonna lie.
I bet. My day was all right. Normal Monday for me, I guess. Well,
a normal Monday. What does that mean?
I did my normal reporting and came up with new cool formulas and stuff. So
and all of the things. So
yes. And who just I can't remember who posted. Yeah, I just changed the name Douglas Blair. I just changed it to Kelly and Dave, so it's structurally
correct for the names. The versus picture.
But we got a lot to talk about tonight. First off, we're going to bring up there's a new event coming up that is I think it's going to be kind of fun, and it's kind of in our area, so it's kind of interesting. It's called The Feud. Bronco versus Jeep. So anytime we get a good competition going on, I kind of like the idea of that. And then later in the show, we are going to discuss the Raptor that left our family. So and some future plans. So we'll if you know, we'll break the news of some future plans here down the road. But Allie, so you are worn out. I did happen to notice there's a new Lions version F-150 in your showroom that looks pretty cool. And what's his name? The funny dude that does the
Sam?
Yeah. Was Sam wearing our mics? Because it looked like you were filming him.
No, he was not.
Oh, I was like, oh man, come on. I had a piece of that. Piece of that
like, hey, I was part of this. No, that is his girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Nice.
He comes in with a whole thing. Like, I'm talking like ring lights, mics, like you name it. Like,
jeez.
She's on cue with all of her stuff. It's actually really funny. But no, he, like, for some reason, so he posted some, like, we've known about this for a couple of weeks now. So we've all Metro Detroit dealers had to kind of be quiet. Which I'm shocked nothing leaked, to be honest, because sorry,
I didn't hear people about
dealers are the worst when it comes. Like, we were leaking stuff that we weren't supposed to during Bronco. But he kind of teased it last night because he went to the Lions game, which fantastic game last night for the Lions fans. We're like, now we're winning. Now it's okay. But no, they played the Rams, and that's where Stafford went. And that's where we took golf. So it's just like, it was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
But last night, everyone's guessing that, like, Sam was having a kid or he was engaged or, like, all the things. I'm like, he's at a Lions game, guys. Like, let's put this together.
Right.
So it was very funny.
Well, no, I like Sam's videos. We gotta have Sam on here at some point. I think that might be kind of fun.
I say let's do it. He'd probably love it.
Oh, probably so.
He'll probably be even like more awkward like on here than he is in real life.
And he normally is.
Yeah.
But as we can tell, you're probably worn out, ready for a couple days of this downtime, right?
What's downtime in the office?
I was going to say, but I don't think she gets downtime, Dave.
I know, especially with what the email we got today.
Yeah,
so it might not
we
be
can't talk about that one, though.
I know. That's going to be kind of fun coming up. Kelly, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
I know you've job-wise, you're just like, mother effer, this crap ever in. But hey, well, you're drinking water. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm not. But I've had a pretty good Friday. Or
Monday?
Jeez.
Oh, sorry. The rest of your week is gonna suck. Thinking today was
I'm the one who's jet lagged.
right.
I've got a press event coming up this week, so that's gonna be kind of fun. We are getting to drive the Honda Civic Si, so that's gonna be kind of fun. Well, I get to drive, you don't.
Yeah, no, I have to actually work my day job.
Well, that and they specified you must drive manual transmission, and I don't think Honda wants to put a new transmission in one of their press fleet vehicles. So.
Not after one drive.
Yeah, sorry, Kelly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's bring in the special guest tonight. This was a viewer request, and we're happy to do it. Allie, you got to meet this lady. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about her when you bring her in?
So I think I've known her for a year now. Well, like we've followed each other, but this girl goes everywhere. Like whenever I go to her Instagram, she is like on a new adventure all of the time. I think most people know her as Betty White Bronco. If everybody follow, oh, there you go. I almost said Betty Bronco White, but it's Betty White Bronco. Her patch is adorable. She's also has a new puppy, as you can see right here. But there she is.
Hey, OC, how are you?
There she brought. Okay, I was wondering who pushed the button. Somebody push a button.
I pushed the button.
So, OC, you have been on the road, and we had scheduled this to be last week, and I didn't realize that it was actually the holiday weekend.
Right.
And
well, it worked out better because I'm back in Tennessee tonight. Barely. I just hit Nashville, so I've still got about 4 more hours to get home.
Right. Well, welcome to the show first off, and
thanks for having me.
Much like Allie, I think you're probably road-born. So, if you guys go to Betty_White_Bronco_ because Instagram's a cluster F.
Yes.
You are a lady of adventure, man. I thought I used to get around and have some fun. You could just nonstop.
Look, I'm at that age where it's my kids are grown, and it's just about the next adventure. What am I going to get into next? So,
right. And where did you just come from?
My last stop was Springfield, Missouri, but this trip I ended up in Nevada. So I did all the states going south, circled back around to Supercell West, and then headed home. So I left last Friday, and like I said, I'll be home tonight.
Wow. Unless
so I think
the show runs
total
long,
13
right?
states, yeah.
So give us a little, what are you driving there? What is going on?
It's a 23 base model Bronco. And I've just slowly been making it my own. I have never been a car person. I was a soccer mom forever. And the only mod I ever did was changing out my Bath and Body Works air freshener. So this is a whole new world for me, and I'm learning. And I'm so blessed to have a Bronco community and a Bronco club, Blue Ridge Bronco, that educates me and helps me along and keeps me from getting myself killed. Because I'll try it. I mean, if I see somebody else doing it, I'm gonna try it.
So what brought you to the Bronco world?
I used to have a Jeep, the J word.
Oh, well, that was the end of the show.
Right.
It's nice having you. Thanks.
Oh, you used to have a heap, just like Dave and Kelly.
Hey, we used to have one too.
Yes.
We've had a couple, so
Yeah,
I had it, and I loved being able to do the off road, but it was such a pain in the butt.
Right.
It had the death wobble, of course.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't something like it was a pain to take the top on and off. So once I looked at the Bronco and saw how easy it was, I was sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like you've added a little bit of a lift to it, some new tires and wheels, and those wheels look like they're Badlands takeoffs. Would I be correct?
They're actually Outer Banks.
Outer Banks. That's right. That's right. That's right.
When I bought it, it had of course, the base wheels, and it looked like a body builder who had skipped leg day. So the first thing I did was start looking for new tires and wheels, and I found a girl in Hickory, North Carolina, who drove hers from the house to the dealership, or from the dealership to the house, had like 16 miles on them, and sold me all of it for $400.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's a steal.
It was. I was excited. So I've just been slowly making it my own and adding things as I learn.
Right. I'm moving to East Tennessee for parts, Kelly.
No kidding.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I think that we're seeing more and more of Jeep people who have kind of converted over, because let's be honest, most of the time you drive these on road. Now, I want the most capable off-road vehicle, but you got to be able to, and it's night and day difference driving these things on the street than it is a Jeep. And nothing wrong with the Wranglers and stuff, because they kind of what got us here, to be honest. You know, the way the Broncos set up now, but
to bring it back into the market.
Yeah, but I'm very happy. I mean, I'm assuming you enjoyed the Bronco pretty well.
Oh, I love mine. I love it. Well, you can look at my Instagram. It's been the best thing for me, not just being able to go and off-road, but the community itself has been amazing. So yeah, I know it's weird to say that a car changed your life, but it did. It changed my life.
We get that.
I just said that to someone the other day. I'm like, it is so weird how one car changed everything. And I think the one thing about your Bronco that I love, here, Dave, go back really quick. Click on the one that says Betty. Scroll down, the one that says Betty. I love, it's a video. I love that you have Betty White's like hair.
Yes.
And then it says Betty on that. Like, I think that's awesome.
Well, everybody's like, why did you call it Betty White? And I said, well, she's a classic. She's fun, but she does like to get a little dirty.
There you go.
Well, if anybody knows the actual Betty White, she was very frisky.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. No, when I found out you were going to Supercell, Colorado, I was so excited because I got to see you in Tennessee. And just the fact that I just keep seeing like all your adventures, like you are constantly on the go. Yeah. And I absolutely love it.
Well, and I'm blessed to work from home and work remotely, so I have a little more freedom.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is very awesome. Oh, look, Set Power, Kelly.
I saw that.
Somebody got a Set Power cooler.
I did. I love it. I got it specifically for this trip.
30 liter.
Yeah. We use their coolers and love it, man. Very handy. And it's not just on the road. It's actually been handy.
We use it at the ball field all summer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And people come up to us all the time. It was like, what is that? And we're like, it's a refrigerator. And they're like, how does that work out here? It was like, see this little battery? That's how it works out here.
Well, and on this trip, I didn't want to waste time, stopping at a lot of restaurants or running in for ice or gas. So filled it up. And whenever we would go to, the Petrified Forest or Painted Desert, make a quick sandwich, have our drinks, and not have to do a lot of restaurant time.
And nothing gets soggy in it either is what I loved about it.
No, right.
The ball field this weekend or this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Well, so you've gotten into not just Broncos, but you actually seem to be getting into events as well. What is that? Why start an event, and what is going on with that?
Well, it started. my dad passed away a few years ago, and he had a food ministry of sorts in our community back home in West Virginia. And he was a veteran, a coal miner, and he was in a motorized chair for years. But still, I watched how he got in the community and he worked, and he made sure the people who couldn't feed themselves were getting food. Or he would come to Tennessee and pick up produce, and on the way home, he kept paper bags in his truck, and he would have Mama make the little bags up, and he would drop them off along the way. So there was a lot of people who depended on him for their food. And when he passed away, I knew there was a gap there. I knew that there was people who were going without because he was no longer there. And I'm trying not to get emotional, but he, of course, he died in 2020, and with COVID, we couldn't do anything for a couple of years. And then we had a fishing tournament to raise funds in non-perishable food items. But I thought, with our town's history of the Hatfields and McCoys, what better way to incorporate another feud than the rivalry Broncos versus Jeeps? And with this, all the proceeds I'm doing, everything's been done out of pocket. There will be nothing that comes into this event that'll either go in my pocket or reimburse me. It's all going to the food pantry. One of the things too that we're doing to drive the non-perishable food items is one category is voters' choice, and you have to have one of our special ducks or bucks to vote. And the only way that you can get a duck or a buck is to bring for each item of non-perishable food item, you'll receive a duck or a buck of your choice, and you can vote for the vehicle you want.
Oh, nice.
So like I said, everything is driven to providing for the food pantry and making sure they're stocked, especially with the holidays coming up.
Yeah, that's very important.
Awesome.
So I mean, the idea is, how's the Jeep community? Obviously, you're in a Bronco. Of course, I assume you know a few Jeepers. How's the Jeep community taking this? Because I'll be honest, they're a little prickly at time.
We know we used to be prickly.
Yeah.
They're actually loving it.
That's awesome.
They're all in. They're like, we're going to finally show you all who's the superior vehicle. So I've had a lot of Jeep clubs reach out to me and say, we're going to come. We're bringing, 10, 15 Jeeps Jeeps. The big thing right now is they want to outdo the number of Broncos there.
Yeah.
So I think that they'll really try to show up and show out with this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. On registration, I'm seeing a little bit on your Instagram. How can people, if they want to, if they're in that kind of East Tennessee, Virginia area, how can they, West Virginia, sorry, Virginia-ish area?
Wrong Virginia, though.
How can they help out?
As far as registration, they can mail their registration. I've had a lot of people who've DM'd me and said, hey, here's my information, and Venmo'd me the money for the event. Heck, I will meet you. If you want to register, I'll come to you. Whatever it takes at this point to get the people registered and get people to show up. And, this weekend, it just showed what the Bronco community was all about. Talking with different groups there, we had Bronco Outfitters come up to me, and he is making a personalized feud jersey to be auctioned off. Warhorse is sending a package of items to be auctioned off. Diabolical came up and wants to be a vendor at the event. And that's another thing. We are doing no vendor fees.
That's awesome.
It's a new event, for one, and for two, the more vendors you have there, the more people are going to show up. So there's no vendor fees. If the vendors want to make a donation of non-perishable food items, that's great. If they don't, that's fine too. Quake Lights is going to try to come and set up a booth. Trail Gear Oasis is coming. There are a couple of like t-shirt vendors, things like that, that are going to be there. And for the pre-registration, the first 75 registered folks will receive the inaugural patch and sticker packet. for pre-registering.
Nice. And yeah, I see that on your Instagram you have, pull this back up, you have the registration. If somebody, obviously we have viewers all over the world, if somebody would like to make a donation of some sort, if they is there a way that they could do like a food pickup, like what Walmart and all that does, that kind of stuff now? Is there ways to do that? Or?
Instacart, Amazon delivers, all the things.
The area is so small, and the nearest Walmart is about 40 minutes away. So what I've been doing is I had a couple of people ask me that this weekend, and I said, make a donation to your local food pantry and just do it in the name of my dad or the feud or whatever strikes your fancy. But get involved in your community by donating.
Right. Right. So let's see. When is the event? What do you?
It's October 18th and 19th.
Okay, so it's just coming up.
And we'll have the field open starting Friday at 8 a.m. Judging will be Friday and Saturday. The local businesses are really getting excited about it. So the local restaurant Trailhead is going to host a block party Friday night. We're going to do a costume contest. One of the Jeep crew, there's that picture there. One of the Jeep crew came to me and said, hey, we usually go to Gatlinburg this weekend for the Halloween event. Can we decorate our Jeep? So I thought, well, why not have a decorating contest between the Jeeps and Broncos?
Nice.
So that'll be Friday night as well, plus live music. Saturday we'll do, after the judging and awards, we'll do trail rides. Which will be pretty cool because they're old abandoned coal mines that we'll be riding at.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's awesome.
And since I got my little guy Ford, we decided to incorporate Saturday, the first annual Bronco Pup Club pet show. So bring your fur babies, and we'll be giving awards for the fur babies too.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
Nice. Well, your little puppy reminds me of Benji. You remember the movies Benji?
I get that a lot with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
We rescued him at Maggie Valley at the car show, so hence the name Ford.
well, after this, if you'll DM us, I'll make sure Kelly sends over a donation for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
To do that. And I encourage everybody else to go to the _ Broncos _
There was an ask for the link in the chat.
Yeah, I definitely could put the link in there. Because I think people sometimes like to help, even though they might not be able to participate, they sometimes like to help. And so in the description there is the link to this. It sounds like a fun time, and I'm happy to hear the Bronco or the Jeep people are going to play nice. I'm sure they will outnumber Bronco people right now because we're still a young crew.
Well, and the cool thing is the mayor of the town, it will declare the town, because there'll be an overall winner between the Broncos and the Jeep. So there'll be categories for each make, and then there'll be an overall feud winner, and there'll be a Bronco or a Jeep, and the town mayor will declare the town a Jeep town or a Bronco town.
Oh, that's funny.
And the overall winner, we had, I found a company on Etsy who made a Devil Ants Hatfield handgun.
Oh, wow.
It's a wooden gun, and it's inlaid with the feud logo and different Bronco and Jeep things, as well as different feud things. And that one, what our plan is for that is we'll give you a regular trophy, but you will get to hold on to that trophy, the gun trophy, for 1 year. We'll have them sign just a little agreement that'll say they'll either return it the next year or they'll ship it to us at our cost. And it'll just be passed down from winner to winner.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
Well, that is awesome. So I encourage everybody, go check it out. I gave the Instagram. I'll put it in the description of this video as well if you're watching after the fact, because believe it or not, people do watch. So if you're you're watching right now, smash that like button for me.
Yes.
But definitely we'll direct message each other afterwards. We'll figure out we can get our little donation over there to you, because I'm all about helping out, and I like to see people, it's easy to do an event and people think they can make a quick dollar on events, and people have fun at those.
Yeah.
But I'd rather support people who are just trying to make a little difference in their community, and I think you're going to do that. I think you're going to really help some people out. So
That's the goal.
Right. We did one time. We loaded up somebody's trucks when a hurricane went through Florida a few years ago. We had an off-road event at Windrock, and
they had come up from Florida, and the hurricane was actually coming through, and we actually bought out like the Kroger of all of their water bottles because they actually still had water up in Tennessee, and a flatbed truck, and they took it down to Florida, and
they trailered their poor Nissan Xterra they had, and they had water inside that Xterra in the back of the truck. Like we had water everywhere.
It was everywhere.
But we definitely like to help out where we can. So, Allie, anything final you want to say?
No, I'm gonna have you reach out to me though and shoot me a message, and I'll get you in contact with Tom from Bronco Driver to see if there's anything he can do too.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Of course. And once again, guys, definitely go check out the site. It's in the comments there, and it will be in the link in the description below. So, Kelly warned you. There's no real easy way to say goodbye with this.
I definitely have to get on the road.
I'm sure. And we appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. And
thanks for having me.
Of course. We hope you have a super successful event.
Right.
See you back home.
Yeah, we're going to definitely want to check out after your event and see how it went. So, guys, there you go. So, bye.
Bye now.
Thanks. See ya.
There you go, guys. I think that'll be fun, especially if it can kick off. Usually it takes a couple years to really get big. I would like to see. Or
it surprises you that they're big.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's one way or the other.
I like hearing the fact that, they're supporting her dad, how he kind of just helped the community that needed it. And, I think that's really good. And once again, in the description. So definitely go there. Kelly, I love the fact that if you look at our screen, it says, I can't. I yell because I care. They don't know there's your shirt, but it's like, I can't yell.
Yeah, but mine says, I can't. My kid has practice or a game or something.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate for us.
Pretty accurate in our life right now.
Yeah. So, Allie, you adventured. How was Colorado?
It was incredible.
Yeah?
Because
you've never been there before, right?
Mm-mm. So I was supposed to go last year. And obviously everything with Maya kind of stopped that. But she did good this year, so I could go. But it was like my pictures and videos and stuff don't even do that area justice of
they never do
how beautiful it actually is. But it was really cool finally meeting a couple people that I've been friends with on Instagram for so long and haven't met before in real life. So it's we knew each other, but you don't know each other.
Yeah.
You guys know how that goes. So it was really cool meeting everybody. Everybody was super nice. A lot of people knew I was there, but didn't know I was there because I didn't have my Bronco. So I was kind of in disguise.
Yeah.
So, because even there were some people from Michigan, and they're like, "We know Allie's here. We think she's in a silver Bronco," and I'm like, came around the corner. I'm like, I'm right here.
Well, look who's coming in strong tonight.
Aw, thank you,
sir. And the package.
It went out today.
Did it go out today?
It did. I put it in the mailbox.
Finally. That's probably why he was super chatting.
So the reason why I don't generally put it in the mailbox and I generally drop it off is because it's hit or miss whether the mail person picks it up, even if we put our flag up. So I usually just go, I'll drop it when I'm in town. But unfortunately, it sat in the passenger seat, and then it was pushed to the back seat, and then it was under a blanket, and then all the things. But it is gone today. So my apologies for the delay.
But Colorado was literally amazing. Tim was there.
I know all the peoples were there, and
everybody was there.
I had FOMO for real.
It was,
and he doesn't.
I mean, I'm going again next year. I've already decided.
Yeah. So how far west had you been before that?
Texas.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, but it's funny when you see mountains, real mountains. You're like, oh, I thought I seen.
That's the thing. I thought I saw mountains, the Smoky Mountains. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Nope, not at all. Nope. Sorry guys, it's beautiful in Tennessee, but holy shit.
Yeah. Did you? I'm assuming you went into Denver.
Yeah, so I flew into Denver and then drove to Buena Vista. I did stay with Tom and Donna.
Nice.
Just because I was filming for them. But no, it was like, it's so hard to describe. Like, Tim was there, Rob was there. Let's see, who was all in there? Michael Nice and Maya were there. I got to hang out with Maya a lot.
That's awesome. And we loved our video.
Yeah, Maya sent us the video.
I felt so bad because like one morning I said like good morning, but that was actually like from Maya. And then like my video wasn't sending, and like Dave chimed in. He's like, "Good morning."
Yeah, I was like, "Well, hi, Allie." Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. It's usually not chipper in the morning.
We got the video.
Yeah, we got it a couple hours later, and then in between games, Dave was like, "Look, look," and showed us the video.
It was so cute.
It was so cute.
She like literally like took my phone and just started doing her own thing. I'm like, okay.
She sure did.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm like, that was adorable.
So, Michael, if Maya is not watching tonight, please tell her we are so appreciative. And I know I'm awesome.
Hopefully, we can
more
see
awesomer than this one.
Well,
so,
of course. Hopefully, we get to see her at Supercell East.
Yeah,
we definitely will be.
So, Rob, those 13,000 feet is different. It is.
And breathing is much different.
So did you take my recommendation and get altitude medicine, or did you gamble and be okay?
So I did gamble. I was mostly okay. I did get a little bit of a nosebleed on like the last day.
Oh, interesting.
But like I had a small headache on Tuesday. So I got there Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday I had a slight headache, and that was definitely like lack of drinking water and like from like not sleeping, jumping on a plane, driving almost it was a lot kind of all together. But I was nervous.
Yeah.
I got Tylenol just in case, but no, it was a little bit of a nosebleed on the last day, and we were okay.
Good.
Well, there's a lot of snow up there, so
there was a little bit of snow. There wasn't a ton or anything. I got to see my first moose. That was super exciting.
Aren't they big?
Oh my God, it was crazy. Like I was with Melissa Ray.
Hey, I guess you really haven't explained. So you were out there covering Supercell Colorado, right?
Yes.
Oh, so I feel like we just jumped into this catching up without telling people.
So I do work for Tom and Donna now. I do work for Bronco Driver Magazine. I do run their social media. So like Facebook, Instagram, 80% of the time you're talking to me on there.
Well, if it would be Tommy being a love seat of some or a recliner.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's getting very good at some of the stuff. So sometimes it's Tom and Donna, but it was funny. Like whenever I post something or I'm like building suspense for something, Donna will always tell me, she's like, my watch is going off like crazy. Like, it's so funny.
I missed Jordan's pizza delivery.
Did miss Jordan's pizza. Oh, and Jordan's pancake breakfast.
I miss Jordan because we haven't have our VIP special talks after the shows in a long time. And Jordan, you need to come chat with us at some point.
Yes. You need to catch us up.
That's right. But so you got to do some real off-roading. Like I and I'm not pooing on what you've done, but now you're seeing real off-roading.
Yeah. And I did get to drive twice. So I did drive a little bit twice.
The thing I saw you drive was a DR. I don't think they let you drive that one up the mountain, did they?
What?
Did you get to
No.
Did you get to see the doctor? No.
No.
Anyways.
I got to floor it a couple of times. That was fun.
Nice. But
I made some people very jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
I bet. So what did you think of like going? Because I only saw the pictures you posted, but I'm assuming you're going through some passes and stuff. Of course, getting there, going from Denver that way, I believe you went through the Eisenhower Tunnel and all that.
Yeah. So I actually not on the way there. On the way back, I didn't because I don't even know the way that it took me there. I was just clicking like the shortest route to go, and apparently I took the most ass backwards way to go. So I mean. I got to see beautiful views. Don't get me wrong. Like Colorado's gorgeous, but on the way back, I did go through the Eisenhower tunnel and stuff. And it's funny going at night going from the mountains and then seeing the city kind of in front of you. It's like that was kind of a view in itself. So I'm glad I did that at night. But no, I just like, I don't know. There's like not one bad part of the trip, I don't think.
No. Yeah, it was funny when we went one year and we drove. So we flew into Denver and drove to Moab, Utah. And we went through the Eisenhower Tunnel, and it wasn't snowing on the one side of the tunnel. But then when we got through the Eisenhower Tunnel, it was a blizzard on the other side of the tunnel. So it was just crazy.
The weather is wild out there of like how fast it gets like hot and cold, and like how you have perfect sunny weather around you and you have one rain cloud that's like downpouring on you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I did ride with Tim. He did ask though if I wanted to drive. And I did tell. It was nice that like I didn't have like the responsibility of driving, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, get it. Totally get it.
I'm always the one driving. I'm never passenger. So this is the one time I got to like sit and actually take it in.
Yes. Yeah.
Which was that was a different experience in itself, but it was super fun.
How was it from a controlling perspective being a passenger? Because you're used to driving. Was it an adjustment for you?
Not like it wasn't like, I guess I was just looking for like different lines and like I was just spotting a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I like picked up on a little bit more. I was passenger princess for a lot this week and it was fantastic. But no, that's awesome. It was fun because like when Tim goes with his wife, like they enjoy this as a sport together now. So like even Barb's like getting behind the wheel more and more, which I absolutely love.
That's awesome.
But like he even said, he's like, I get like he got his time. I'm like, dude, trust me. I'm like, you're good. I'm like, I am usually the one driving. So I don't remember the top of the trail that we went to, but we did like Union Park and then we traveled up to one of the peaks. And it was super fun.
Did y'all get to see Telluride at all?
I did not, but I think some people did.
Yeah, Telluride is, oh my God.
And then I know a lot of people did Tin Cup.
Yeah.
I did too. I don't know the names of them. I know Mosquito Pass is one of them. That I got to, oh yeah, Michael, I got to close some of the gates on the trails that we went to. I was jumping out of the car a lot for that one. No, it was just a lot of fun. And yes, a lot of people there got to see me drive the DR, and someone already made the comment, I didn't let Jordan drive the DR.
You didn't let him?
No, so the guy that owns it, I met him because I took a picture of his Bronco. And here's the story behind it.
Is that what y'all kids call that these days? Taking
David Ray.
Broncos.
So I'm going through like the line taking pictures, and he has a Raptor like the old strap Bronco. And he had his doors open. I'm like, hey, like, do you mind if I shut your doors? I want to take a picture. I'm like, I haven't seen anyone copy a strap Bronco yet. He's like, what do you know about the strap Bronco? So I went through the whole history of like Willie Strap, like all of that. He's like, wow, you really know some of your stuff. He's like, why don't you go to my shop later and I'll show you like the collection. I'm like, oh, good. This is where I get kidnapped and die.
Right.
Welcome to Colorado.
Perfect. I'm like, awesome. So he tells me like where we're going to go. I go to the address. It's at the end of the street.
Hey, I know this story. There was an off-road story like this at one of our events we put on.
And it's an airport. I'm like, okay, so we get on a plane. We go further into Colorado. It's like a 20-minute plane ride. But
so you really are kidnapped.
Yes, exactly. Bribe a girl with Broncos, and guess what? I'm done. So we go to a shop. He has like 7 bays. He has muscle cars. He has an entire thing of strap Broncos. And the DR is parked in one of them. And I made the joke. I'm like, well, I know what I'm driving. So not only did I get to drive it at his shop, I got to drive it when they brought it to
Supercell.
Bronco Supercell in Buena Vista. It was always coming. There was a couple of rumors of why that DR was there. It was always coming. He brought that one in 2 K-Bar S's, I think they were called. that were like some of the old racing. There's only a couple of those made as well. But it was super fun. Such a nice guy. His wife Robin was absolutely incredible. And it's just crazy who you're gonna meet at these events. Like, I was like a random Joe Schmo to me. Like, had no idea he was down to earth. He was wheeling with the rest of us. He did some of the same hard courses as the rest of us, and could not have been a nicer guy. Even like when I got like even halfway through the day, he texted me. He's like, "Hey, did you make it back to Michigan?" It's like you don't just come across these people anymore. Like, he's just down to earth, super nice. He also owns Liberty. Crap. No, I forgot what it's called. It's a gun center in Colorado that you can like shoot at, just a gun range, and they do classes and things like that. So
it was. Well, now my FOMO just got bigger.
Yeah, right.
It was incredible. Well, and then it was really funny because funny story about him. The Parkers actually know him, Jordan Parker's family. He bought Robert Parker's Bronco.
Oh, funny.
So he actually brought that one, and Jordan got to take pictures and send it to Robert and Terry, which was really funny too. So.
Well, how awesome! Somebody was asking, "What is the DR?" This is the DR. It's a race Bronco, basically. It's not street legal, really. It's built to be a race.
Yeah, there was only like 50 of them made,
and they were very, very pricey. But you literally buy a sanctioned race vehicle that you can go.
Yeah, like this is where you race at Baja and or what the Nora race in Mexico. Is it Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like this is what you race there.
Yeah, I think Nora is the overall sanctioning body, but they have like 5 or 6 races, and like the mint that Danny does is that, and Vegas to Reno, stuff like that. But yeah, these are very specific built and very hard to get. There is one on Bring a Trailer right now.
They're not mall crawlers.
Well, you could crawl them all in that.
Well, but that's not the intent.
Yeah, I think the one that I was in was $368,465.
Yeah, as you can see, there's no Sync 4 in this. No.
Yes. So actually, okay, funny story. Okay, so to turn this on. Did you have
it retrofitted with Sync 4? Just kidding.
No, but you want to know it does pop up on the touchscreen, which I know that, or not the touchscreen, but the little screen that's in the middle there. This is how I know it was meant to me for me to drive it. An armadillo.
No, nice.
Shut up. Are you serious?
I tried to take a picture of it, and it cuts in and out so fast, but a little armadillo pops up on the center screen.
Oh my gosh.
I freaked out over that. It was hilarious.
I like it still looks like it has the factory shifter too.
It does.
That's great.
Yeah,
so
that
that's
part
what
was
the
super
DR is.
cool.
Well, that in itself would have been a nice story to tell, but just getting to meet people, like especially from the West Coast that come to these things that you don't really get to meet.
Yeah.
And we've been wanting to. Well, we've planned 2 years, I guess, now to go out there, and then life threw
and we don't know what life's gonna throw us in the next year either.
And
don't you love that part?
Jobs and stuff are real great right now. So thanks economy. So yes, and speaking of the economy, we really hadn't got to talk too much about this, Kelly. And well, we haven't talked about it purposely. And I spilled the beans today about our big plans. So if you guys don't know, we sold the Ranger Raptor. Well, it's still in the driveway. It just has to leave.
It's in the progress.
It was going to leave this week, but something happened, which I'm saving for another video of why it didn't.
So stay tuned for what happened to stop us from selling.
But we sorry, I'm trying to damn it.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Spell this for me because I'm an idiot. Look at there. There we go.
What is happening?
All right. So I'm trying to bring something up, and it's not working out very well. But
it's daving.
So the Ranger was always going to be what?
He's gonna take back a super chat.
I know. So the Ranger was always, and I was very upfront about it. It's a long-term review vehicle, and
our long-term is not necessarily your long-term.
Yes, but we you know, we were very honest about the video we did on the Mustang, and we took a hell of a hit on the Mustang. And I mean, one hell of a hit on the Mustang.
You're not doing that.
Yeah, we are.
No, you're not.
You are.
No, you're not. You said in another video.
No, that was why we didn't go this week, because people are at that. Trust me, that's the story. So yeah, so when the opportunity came up, somebody asked,
give it back.
Yeah, right. So I mean, it's fine. It's fine, Kevin. But we had an offer on the Ranger that we really couldn't pass up, because we had done 6 months in there, right at 6 months in the Ranger. I think this week is actually 6 months in the Ranger. And you know, it was a little scary. The economy right now has kind of got me a little iffy. And so we had it one, I don't think anybody realized, but I had over about $170,000 in car
in our driveway,
sitting in our driveway
at one point.
So you've seen the Mustang
more
leave.
than our first house together.
Yeah. You've seen the Mustang leave, and which that was sad. Like, that would have been a car I would have kept. I fell in love with that car. But I'm not wealthy, and the YouTube's channels here aren't paying as well as they should, I think, due to some of the economy issues we have. But so it was time to unload that, which we did, and we literally had to take $10,000. I'm not kidding about that. To get rid of that car, we had to give, who was it?
Carvana
$10,000 and the car.
No, we didn't give them
well,
that. We
give
our
off.
bank
Yeah.
$10,000.
Yes, to give Carvana the car.
Yeah.
So after that, you get a little nervous about what's going on, because with Gladiator, we drove the Gladiator for a couple of years. Did we make money on that? No. We at the end of the day, they gave us more than what we owed on that vehicle. But also, if you consider what videos we got out of it, what content it brought, not a great purchase. But that's part of what we do, is it does pay off tax wise a little bit for us. So it didn't break even, but it at the end of the day, we didn't feel like we got, raped there, basically, because that's what Carvana did to me. Anyways, so when the opportunity came around to sell the Ranger Raptor, we had to basically take it, because I don't know in 6 months if I get that offer again. And Allie, I don't think you guys have probably seen any used ones yet, right? Yeah, because people are falling in love with these things. It's a great value.
And it's hard in a A-plan market. It's hard in a Ford market.
Yeah.
For I'm gonna word this carefully, just for the haters. But when you can buy a new one at MSRP, it's hard to buy a used one around here. It's you have to be able to justify it. There's a couple that are sitting new on lots that aren't sold. So
right. So clearly, if it's used, it has right at 7,000 miles. Somewhere
I looked at today. It was just over 7,000 miles on it.
So for the channel, I don't know what more we could do with it, because we did do a quality check on it. Everything seemed to be fine except a couple tiny little things. Not a big deal. We did our normal videos that we would do on it, and past that, it gets to the point where you have to modify these things. And that was the big thing with the Mustang. The Mustang, by far, if I have to be honest, and I know we've done a lot of Bronco stuff here, the Mustang, by honest, is the best return on investment. Not money, not what we cost, but for the channel.
Yeah.
What it did for the channel was it brought probably well over 1,000 subscribers. Did we make money? No. I guess if you consider what it cost. No, cat.
Hi.
Nobody wants to see you. But past that, the honestly, the Bronco kicked this channel off really well for us. And the Ranger, you guys, you Ranger people have been amazing to us, and we love it. And I would keep it. I said it in the video, and you're right. Somebody said it was kind of an emotion.
Y'all can't see it, but he's like,
oh, I must sit in front of the screen. But so the Ranger is another one of those vehicles that if I had unlimited funds, and I'm gonna put this on Instagram, River. There we go.
That's his mean mug when you see it on Instagram.
If I had unlimited funds, the Ranger wasn't going anywhere. We both, you started driving it a lot.
Yeah, I drove it today. When I walked out of the drive to go pick up our daughter from school, I was like, which one? I'm getting on the Ranger.
Yeah. Look how Bronco people. Look how she just
no.
Broncos.
Just I know it's getting ready to go away.
Right. So that leaves Friday. It will be gone Friday out of the stable, and which leaves us with a Bronco. No, it will be gone. If I have to airlift the damn thing myself somehow. So that leaves us with a Bronco of sorts, Kelly. And so what many people don't realize too is the Bronco was never intended to be here very long. The Bronco was going to be a year vehicle, much like our press vehicles, and it was going to be gone. I really wanted the Bronco badly because I still think it's just such a kick-ass vehicle, but it wasn't supposed to be here. It wasn't supposed to be really modified much. And then this is what me and you end up doing with vehicles we want to keep is we start modifying this thing. And
the comment section are trying to make a new job for you.
I know.
And Mobile says gigolo.
I got the jiggle, but no, not the low part. Anyways,
that cracks me up.
So guess what?
Has it really been 6 months?
Do what?
Supercell.
Yeah. It's this week.
So it's been 5.
It's this
5 this week.
Like
May, June, July, August, September.
5. Okay, 5 months. Well, there you go.
Okay, I'm like, wait, has it really been 6 months since Supercell?
So 5. Long time.
By the time I actually get rid of it, it might be 6 months. I'm kidding.
Never know.
I'm kidding, of course. But so guess what else went away? Our Bronco has gone away. And Rebecca is going to find a new home. Well, she's found a new home. It just has to get to the home.
Yeah.
And kind of sad, right, Kelly?
I am sad. And it's funny because our daughter last week when we thought we were leaving on Friday, I asked her that morning, I said, what do you want me to take you to school? And she's like, Rebecca.
Yeah, so, I had to pick her up.
And he had to pick her up and Rebecca. And so, yeah, so things are changing for the channel, but they're not. Don't worry. We're not like running away from you all.
No, not at all. No, stick with us. Stick with us. But the Bronco, once again, the Bronco wasn't supposed to be here, but this one here decided.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
That once I started covering the Bronco hard and she started paying attention to what I was talking about, it was like, oh, well, that's mine now. And
in my defense, I had to give up 2 different vehicles for this vehicle to come into our driveway.
I gave up 1 too, but then the air conditioner required that money. Anyways, so that's not working right now, by the way.
We're not even going to go there.
Air conditioner update. It still hasn't worked right.
Our Raptor R says you're buying a Chevy, aren't you?
No. No, this story does. There is a
Michael Nice says, damn ATN going public transportation.
Well, the economy right now has got. So, I mean, I'll be upfront. The channel does about $1,000 a month is what the channel does
in
right
ad
now.
revenue.
Yeah. So I can't survive on that by myself. But at the time it was making a nice little, dent in our Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
And well, it's been down even past that here lately. So
isn't her Nissan Leafs?
No. So yeah, so the Bronco will be heading as well, which is kind of funny because we had about $170,000 car payment, and now as of right now we're going down to 0 car payment, right? Theoretically,
in theory,
yes, but one of our viewers, damn it.
Before you go there, Anna says, relax, kids. You can drive my Raptor anytime. It's truly a peachy ride. God bless.
It is a peachy ride. This will keep you in some loaded peaches. That's for damn sure.
Guess what? They no longer have a Bronco. I'm out. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yes. I'm waiting for it. Waiting for it, Allie.
So 2 vehicles.
Oh, she left.
So we had 2 vehicles, his and hers.
Yes.
Now we have 0 vehicles.
Yes.
So I don't know. Funny thing about this vehicle, we're buying something. All right. I guess I got to put the hat on, make it official. But
to make a Bronco e-bike,
right?
For video guys.
So Miss Laura in the comments, she's sneaky. She's very sneaky. And she's always posting up these deals that she has. And well, one caught our attention because last July, Kelly, we went where in Vegas? What did we do?
We went to an off-rodeo event.
What kind of off-rodeo event?
We went to Raptor off-rodeo.
We did. Douglas Fair, I'm actually trying to buy an e-bike too. So that would be my when she has
Blue Collar Velocity says it better be a new Ford, LOL.
But yes, so we did go to a Bronco event and we had a blast in it. And before that, I bitched about this vehicle a lot because I was like, it's not practical, it's too big. We don't really have open land that I feel like it deserves to roam around in. And well, then Miss Hyper Laura in the chat came along and she goes, well, I have this, right? And I was like, well, yeah, but we have a Bronco already. And that's when the offer was made to take our Bronco and the Ranger and turn it into kind of the best of both worlds, because you get your Bronco still.
Yep.
I get my Raptor still.
Yep.
And when you're gone, I'm stuck at home.
That's true. Story.
Basically.
And we've done this before, so it should be interesting for our marriage when we go down to one vehicle.
Yes.
Because he's got a work truck.
Yes, I do. But I do have something planned for.
Yeah.
We're going to buy something cheaply used, which will be fun for the show. But yes, Miss Laura in the chat with Alcione Ford.
Alcione.
She made us an offer we couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
Damn them Italians. God damn these Italians.
It's Italian. You don't say idly, do you?
I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt you to say that.
So yes, so we were supposed to go up, and why I'm breaking this news now is because we were supposed to go up to
this past weekend.
To Illinois to do this deal, and well,
there's a story to it.
There's something caused us where we couldn't. It wasn't financials, anything like that. It was just, we were trying to have something fun added, and it just didn't happen in time.
Stop while you're ahead. You're gonna keep giving details. I know how you like to sneak. Sorry, y'all. I'm stopping him here. That's enough. So this weekend is the plan.
Yes,
for us to bring it home.
We will be taking both vehicles up there and coming back. It's like Mad Max. 2 men enter, 1 man leave, or something. I don't know.
While our daughter is at a softball tournament.
Yes, yeah. Which so we get to see our daughters. So part of the deal with this thing was Laura and them being a smaller dealership. Like sometimes I don't know. Does Ford say, hey, you have to have so many, like you have to have a Raptor at some point, I guess, to be a Ford performance dealership, maybe, or is just Laura that crazy that she's like, I'll take on a Raptor?
I mean, sometimes they just kind of stick it to us, and we don't really have a choice to say yes or no, or they'll say, hey, if you take this allocation, if you take 4, we call them bastard units. Like if they're 2-wheel drive, if they're super random units that Ford can't get rid of, they'll say, hey, you can take these and we'll give you a Raptor type of a thing. So sometimes it's very random.
Right. Look, they're already naming it. Thank you.
No, that was the Mustang that Dave supposedly won the name on.
No, that was Deadpool. Hi, kid. So how sad are you that the Bronco's gone? Here, come
Dad just broke the news.
Hey, Sid.
Ow. We're getting the exact same thing but black, so I don't know.
Well, it's not the exact same thing. It's essentially a hybrid between the truck and the Bronco.
Yeah, you're gonna need,
but in black.
A bigger truck but black.
You're gonna need rappel gear to get in this.
That's why the steps are staying on it for now.
You're telling me I got to do.
Those are 30. Hey, those are 37s on there. We have 35s on my Bronco, so 2 inches taller, just in tire.
Yeah.
I'm tall, but I'm not that tall.
I know, shorty.
Yeah. Well, anyways, no, it's not experienced. It's brand new.
Yeah.
But so you guys know 23s are on deals right now. What I can't remember what the deal was on O'Malley. Ford's trying to help dealers out by offering, what is it, 6,000 off or something?
They give them A plan now.
Okay. So well, we got a lot of money off of this, and it was a lot more than that. Plus, we didn't make money on the Bronco, but we got extra than what we owed. And to do this deal, it made it financially it's not actually it's really in line with where they were initially, basically. So we're gonna do some time in the Bronco Raptor, and I'm pretty excited.
And we're losing
about
some
it.
car payment in the process. So
yes,
that's helpful.
Yes, we've cut a big chunk. Believe it or not, even though these damn things are stupid expensive, over the past 3 months, we've been able to position ourselves to do this, not knowing we were going to do this.
Yeah.
But to do this where it's for our family, that it's you know, it doesn't take too much from the family. I know a car company needs to return my emails so we can finish that deal.
Oh, awkward.
I bought parts for this from IAG, sir, and I bought them over Labor Day. The Labor Day sale, by the way.
Hold on. I have to add to this because Tim has the skid plates for the Bronco. Let's just say they worked really, really, really well in Colorado.
They were tested out, right?
Fully tested out. Durability test 10 out of 10. If you guys need skid plates, let me know.
Michael, nice. We put different tires on ours though, so ours are like even bigger than stock.
On our current one,
yeah,
no, it's 35s. We lifted it. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so no, this is brand new. It is something they've had for a while, so that's why the deal was able to be made. You can see there, this was the price even before what Laura and them did to us. And I've said very special. Laura and them have been very accommodating to us on this and very helpful. And I didn't realize pencils still worked in the auto industry. So we've learned a lot about how the auto worlds work. And we're very appreciative.
So I get my new Bronco Raptor this weekend.
Yes. And no, so the Ranger definitely, or our Raptor, I'm very bummed. I love all these vehicles. I mean, I like Chevys too, but I can't keep them all, unfortunately. And we have plans to maybe get a 4Runner down the road if Toyota ever figures out their situation with that vehicle. And maybe this gets converted into a 4Runner. Maybe we keep this the rest of our lives. I don't know. But it does add a couple things.
I think at this point, y'all can never not have a Bronco.
Oh no, we love these silly things. But there's some pluses to it. So ours is our 21 Badlands. We knew the warranty was coming up. Not that I'm not worried about like, oh my God, this thing's gonna fall apart now.
No, but there does get, and we kind of talked. That was part of the conversation where it's like,
on it.
That's part of the conversation because I'm always nervous when you're getting close to that, that primary warranty of, the 336. And so I always get nervous when we get close to that point on a vehicle. Not that I expected anything crazy to happen, but there's always that like nervousness when you don't have that like safety net after that. I mean, you have more coverage besides that, but that first one goes away, it makes you nervous. Yeah. So that was kind of the part of it because I think we're like at 32,000 miles or something on it. But in November, it'll be 3 years that we've owned it.
And then we even went and looked. Our local dealership has one that we went and looked at, and you wanted to kind of check out to make sure, like, do we do this or not? But it does give us some things, obviously bigger tires and stuff. And we wheeled the piss out of these things in Vegas. So we and beat the shit out of these things, to be honest. And it's we know it can handle it.
They encouraged us to beat the shit out of it, just for clarity.
But we're getting some things that we didn't have. Larger screen. We wanted to do some time with the 12-inch screen. So this thing has the, what do they call it? The high Lux package now. Yes, I know, Tim. It's still on their website. Nobody's gonna trust me. The story to come. Nobody's gonna take care of that for me.
We got this.
Yes, but yeah, so I mean, there's just some fun things we wanted to try out about it, and I'm going to be sad to let yours go because that's been like a family member.
Yeah, it has.
And you guys think I was emotional about about the Ranger, which I mean, I'm happy that you guys saw the emotion in that video because that was very honest. I wasn't trying to put on anything. I love that truck. It's been summer. It's been amazing for us. I love the fact that I got to go to the dunes the first time in Michigan in that vehicle. You got to in yours. So there's some sadness to that. There's still a lot of sand in that truck from that. So
I'm only sad that I didn't drive the Raptor at the dunes.
Yeah, I even offered, I think, Allie at one point.
Something's going on with Maya.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, no, I'm I'm going to be sad because, you know, I don't get too attached to vehicles, but that one's been around for a while.
Yeah. We've done a lot in it, you know, and we've met all of you in it. And, you know, it's been, we're not going to go there right now. So we're going to keep going.
Right. Yes. Wow. So score update: Monday Night Football, Jets 7, San Francisco 23. So I don't think that was not to be expected. And did Mr. Achilles tendon survive the first 8 seconds of the game or whatever? That's the biggest thing. So that, I mean, that's kind of the deal with that. And if you're a member on the channel or part of our Patreon family, they knew about this today. So they got kind of first crack at knowing what was going on with us. But I did want to share that out there because it was going to get out, especially after Patreon.
Yeah.
Like it was going to get out. But yeah, I'm sad, but very excited to get this vehicle. I feel like we can do some fun time in this. We're going to modify it. I'm not stupid to the fact that we're not going to. We've already discussed the wrap that's going to be on the vehicle.
Because it's still necessary.
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
Yeah.
Going to the Raptor versus the Badlands. That hasn't changed.
Some IAG parts that will be on this. Some Mountain Stimento parts that will be on this. Some Diabolical parts that are coming to be on this vehicle. So it's definitely going to be kitted out. And if you're coming to Super Southeast this year, you'll see it our booth. And hopefully there'll be a lot of fun done to it. But
Ford Video Guy said he can't get rid of his. His is too modded out. He's put too many modifications on his Bronco.
Oh yeah, no, and that was honestly, that was a concern of ours of you know, we had to demod that thing a little bit.
Yeah. Because there were things that we absolutely wanted in the new vehicle that we didn't, you know, we didn't want to let go. And you'll see what came over, what transferred over. We'll of course show you our story on that as we go along. But yeah, there's a lot. Stop trying to already modify my truck. Come on now. But yeah, I mean, you'll see what kind of made it over, what made sense to make it over.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I will say this: our white knuckle did not make it over.
That did not make it over.
Rails. I know more than wanted those with the vehicle, so
yeah.
I'm sure our friends over at White Knuckle will definitely try to get us in a new set at some point. But honestly, I want to live with this vehicle a little bit as a.
And we don't want to beat it up a little bit. We don't want to beat it up yet. It's like we've told all of y'all, when you buy a vehicle, before you start modifying it, of the like true modifications of the movement of the everything, all the outside bells and whistles, live with it a little bit, figure out what it is, what you need, what you want. And that's really what we're going to do with this one. And that's why we're keeping the steps on for right now too, so we can kind of live with it and see where we want to land.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I was kind of happy about is one thing I was bummed about was it doesn't have the painted roof, which is an option for this vehicle, which on a black vehicle it would look money. And I know they actually had a shelter green that was just kind of out of.
That's what he tried to get me in first.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, this one's not maxing out, but this is more than normal people would ever pay for a vehicle.
Yeah, we weren't planning on this one.
But I would have liked to have the black roof on this thing, but I'm happy it doesn't have all the code orange, like the seat belts and the ugly. To me, I'm sorry if you have them. I don't like the blue weird code orange kind of seats with it. I like the fact that this is pretty mellow.
I like the orange, the code orange, like the seat belt and stuff like that.
Hey,
I think
Laura.
that's cool. So I like that part. That's cool to me.
Yes, please hit the button like we're broke, because we're broke. But you know, overall, I don't want to spend a ton of time on the same. But this is what was coming. I don't know. Well, we're gonna have some fun with it once again. I do feel like that. A year or so it may be gone. Like I said, we honestly, for the channel, we were really hoping that the 25s was going to be the big refresh year, and everything I was told privately that they didn't think it was going to be that. So we're like, well, we'll make a move, and maybe we go back to a Badlands in a year or so when they decide to do that big refresh. What are you doing over there?
Water, apparently.
I see that. Oh, sorry. Yes, we could use this one.
It was I asked for. Douglas Blair asked for it.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, we're gonna be Raptor people. I know Allie's been teasing us for a while. She keeps every time a Raptor would come in early on in 22 and 3, she was like really wanted a Raptor. So Allie, you can drive our Raptor if you want to.
Can I pay to be your guest at Raptor Off Rodeo?
I had Laura may fight you on that one because she's been trying to get out there forever. But yeah, off rodeo stuff.
Well, I was gonna say, I think you can take 2, can't you? Or like 2 extra. I mean, if the both of us went, and then we can put 2 more in the back seat.
People fit in a car.
See, you can take technically 3 guests.
Well, there you go. No, I've been there, done that. I got the water bottle from it, so I'm good on that one. So
you
that could
are
be
so like.
I've told you guys the off rodeo.
Been there, done that.
The off rodeo, that one was
the
Raptor one was very fun, which clearly sold me on a Raptor because I talked shit about the Raptors for a while, that the fenders were ugly. I still think that
shit. Never.
One of the fiberglass companies out there actually make fenders that actually make it all look one piece. It's a company we can't talk about anymore because of things. But
so he was wearing a shirt this weekend that says, "I'm sorry for all the awful, accurate things I've said." And so, like, that is totally you. And it's funny because you don't know this, but one of the parents said to me, it was like, "I love his shirt," and I was like, "What shirt is he wearing today?" And then I read it, and I was like,
I had no idea what shirt.
I broke the news to her, and I made a new friend at the ball field because I broke the news to her, and I was like,
honest.
I'm sorry, we're assholes. But we're some of the nicest assholes you'll ever meet, if that's a thing. And she's like, I usually call myself a B word, but I was like, hey, that's fitting too. So
yeah. So we made a new asshole friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, what if a day comes and you guys don't have a Bronco? Like, Supercell, hello.
Oh, I'm sure I could get Ford to give me a press vehicle. They do have those right down the road now, so. Supercell and where they're going to be for the off rodeo is going to be really close, which I'm hoping that's going to be a lot of fun, but we'll have to wait to see on that.
Yeah. Valley Dude 5000. I don't think the doors are going to come off the Xterra. So I don't think it's even in the running for like replacing the Bronco from that perspective.
Even though we do love the Nissan Xterra platform.
Yeah.
We've been in such a better vehicle now. That might be Toyota would be almost downgrading for a 4Runner, even though it's a 4Runner and it should be fun.
Yeah.
The Xterra platform, they barely give you any off-road features, so that might be a tough one. But
we still tell our daughter that she's if we can ever make it work, she's.
See, I knew I was waiting for Laura to comment because I knew this was
girls trip.
See,
hell yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Is I'm old dog.
I know what you're saying.
And you would actually get to experience the full thing. So as the press event we went to, we didn't get to experience the whole damn trip. She wasn't feeling well.
Yeah,
which did not help.
Bad. Yeah,
not help that trip at all. So yeah, but we would be in Vegas coming up.
Oh, I had to think about it. I was like, what are we going to Vegas for? That's right.
SEMA.
Well, if we can ever get a freaking Airbnb to approve,
really?
They denied our Airbnb request yesterday. I don't know. They didn't give me They didn't give me
a reason. Right there.
I know. I'm very, very excited by that. Will Sydney Sweeney be making one of those though?
Ooh, I don't know if she is. I'm gonna be buying it.
Ooh, that's my girl, man. That girl. So
I actually love what she did with that Mustang.
No, funny
story.
Funny story is I had no freaking clue who Sydney Sweeney was when they, Ford started last year or whenever dropping the whole Sydney Sweeney's working on a Mustang. I was like, who the hell is Sydney Sweeney? I don't know who this is, but
Unbridled Bronco. What BS? Because there was no even reason why they declined our request. Just declined our Airbnb request. So I put in a request to the OG.
We give you lots of money and you give us room.
I don't understand it. Like, and I even did it with my profile who has 5 stars.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like
I missed something.
So Airbnb for SEMA. So the place we're wanting to book it, there's like 3 different Airbnb condo at the same location. And so I sent a request yesterday.
Thank you, Douglas Blair, for becoming
welcome.
A supporting member there.
So we sent a request yesterday. We had lunch with Wild at and Unbridled Bronco yesterday. and we booked it while I was halfway through a lemon drop drink. And so we made sure the whole table agreed with what I was booking to make sure we were on the same page.
In some dungeon or something.
But we had to send a note to them of why we want to stay in their location.
And what did you put? Something funny.
Here, let me pull it up. I actually just had it up.
It was like
I said, we are coming to cover SEMA. We are two couples that are too old to be disrespectful to the property. Thanks for the opportunity. And he declined us. So, yeah.
I like we said, hey, we're
like responsible.
We're down to party here.
Right. It's not like I said, hey, we're going to have the best party ever in your condo.
Right.
Because we're too old. We're literally going to go do the SEMA thing. We'll probably go back to our room and go to bed.
Oh, after SEMA, yes. That's all you want to do is basically go walk. Or,
so
you're walking all day, so you just want to go to bed.
Exactly. They don't understand how cool we are. So I put in another one today of the original guy that we were gonna talk about, Unbridled Bronco, and I'm waiting for his approval now.
Yeah. And wrap up on Patreon. This is like what Patreon members get. So pictures. I did a big write up on this. Down the road, you get to see some things that are coming to the channel. So if you guys are ever interested in Patreon, you get a little sneaky. And we do different things on membership here on YouTube as well. Mm-hmm. So and that's the last time selling myself on that, because we greatly appreciate all the support, but I'm not going to beat you up about it. I've seen some live streams from some car channels where they seem to very much encourage this stuff, and it's channels that you would be like, you don't really need that support. So anyways,
mobile. So sometimes yes, you do have to like leave a note for the person. I don't know why. I don't know when that changed, but what frustrates me is that literally I have 5 stars and I have like 4.
Yeah, we don't use it on features a lot, but we do use it.
Like I have 4 visits that we've done. So it's like there's a little bit spread out because we don't use Airbnb all the time, but you can see.
No, Doug Demuro is shameless with his live streams now that he quit doing real quick. But one day we'll start our own cars and bids, and then we'll get what is it? VPN? No, not VPN. What do they call the money when they
NFTs?
No, the monkeys on here, drawing pictures of monkeys. But no, what do they call it when companies come in and buy into your company?
Shares. What?
I know.
Your words are not finding the resolution you would like.
Fixed me, please.
Invest.
Well, not invest, but they call it.
See,
with these
Dave's Fords and bids.
Anyways. Yeah, my Raptors and bids. But stick around on the Raptor story. There's more to that, and we're going to do a big fun reveal of this truck, and we're going to have some fun with it. And the worst thing.
See, they're all saying investors.
No, but it's in investing when. I forget what
shares,
not IPOs. I forget, something like that. It's
takeover. Yeah, see, takeover. They would take over.
Yeah, venture capital. Yes, thank you, Peugeot. See, smarter people prevailed. They came in.
Hell no.
No, we saw something like that today. This past weekend, we shared it with Allie, and I was just like, that poor Bronco.
Yeah, no, that's never happening. No.
I do have a fun idea for a wrap, though.
If we can make it work, if it makes sense.
Well, it makes sense.
I mean it. But we'll have to see if it makes sense. Like it does what you think it's gonna do.
Yeah. What are you excited about this thing? Because we haven't driven a Raptor since last July.
I'm not sure. I'm still wrapping my brain around it because it wasn't on my bingo card for 2024. Like so.
No wraps. Eventually, I hate to say it, that digital wrap will probably come off there, and we'll
digital
do our
sticker.
Yeah, we'll do our own thing.
Digital graphic is what they call it.
Because I do love. Let me bring that back up here. I do love what they've, especially on the Ranger, looks freaking great. I think that's the cat's meow. I like it quite a bit, but
tell us how you really feel about it.
I will. But here, I'll bring us up here. But the Raptor is in the wrong place. It's not balanced. It should have been centered under this.
Thanks, our Raptor, and thanks again for that super chat.
Yes,
Sir.
you're
We appreciate
way,
it.
way too kind, sir.
Too gracious.
And finally, she got the package up.
We already went over that.
We tried to include some extra things
fun
in there.
for you.
Yeah. But I feel like the Raptor should have been bigger, and I hate to say that.
Worded.
And it should have been centered under the glass a little bit. So I'm excited to see you drive through a Starbucks in this damn thing.
Okay, so for the record, I'm not a stereotypical girl that curbs it all the time.
You're not. You're probably better than me, honestly.
I am, because I can tell you when we're going through a parking lot and I'm in the passenger seat and he's getting ready to turn, I'm like, you're going to curb it. And what does he do? He curbs it, because I'm just that aware of like the vehicle and the placement and stuff. So this will make me a little nervous on it. Like I might be a curb girl for a little while just because I'm still trying to figure out the different width of it. So that makes me a little nervous, because right now I can drive both the Ranger and the Bronco, and I can park them like a go-kart.
37s, which is probably true. The sidewall of this damn thing is
but I can park them like go-karts right now pretty much everywhere we go, and I'm gonna have to rethink that with this. So that makes me a little nervous that it's wider.
Come here.
Like I said, it wasn't on my bingo card this year, so I'm still kind of like emotionally wrapping myself around what we're getting ready to do.
We're definitely going to try to hit Windrock next month once we get it.
Oh, are we?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And,
are we?
Yeah. So if anybody wants to, if you're in the area and wants to come hang out with us, maybe
we have to look at our tournament weekends.
Yeah, we're going to do some Windrock runs, but I'm not babysitting. We're just going to go off-road.
Come here.
Unbridled Bronco, we're not going down the one that we went the last time because my fenders won't fit.
Well, supposedly they fixed that. If we put some spacers on this, it would work out. Like much what I have on yours.
Okay.
What's up, girl?
Hi, Maya.
Is
she loving on you now that you're back?
She was super tired yesterday because she had a ton of fun at the dog sitter. Like they walked her every single night. They took her to a lake. They did all the things. Good. So yesterday she was super out of it with me, but today she is full.
She's back.
She is back and ready to cause chaos in my house, guys.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Jess. Thanks for joining. And thanks again for lunch yesterday.
Yeah, thanks for buying us lunch yesterday. We greatly appreciate that.
I booked my cabin for Supercell.
Ours got taken away from us.
Ours got taken away from us. Somebody booked it.
Awkward.
And like I said, it wasn't like, and here's the thing. It wasn't like.
Wow, we've had a bad experience with Airbnb here past couple weeks.
Are you sure you have 5-star reviews, Kelly?
I do. I have 5-star reviews. I looked in there the other day. Show my profile. 4 reviews. Wonderful guest. Kelly was a great guest. Group was great.
Why are the
Crew
sheets?
Was great.
Why are the sheets so dirty?
Shut up. It's like, would love to have them back. That's always the reviews.
Yeah,
like, I don't understand.
We would love to have their money again.
Well, especially that one we went to for the first Supercell that we went as a group. I bet they would love to have us back. We don't ever love to go back there.
1978.
For real.
And it was a 1978 porn video.
Valley Dude, Maya is driving for the most part. So.
Kelly was a great guest. Dave, not so much.
Probably so.
No, but so our cabin that we were going to rebook for this year from last year, there's people in it. Like it's like the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday after Supercell. So like it screws up our whole reservation because they're coming in on like the Saturday that we would.
Our man's here. What's up, Jason?
Howdy. So we're looking for a new one. We're gonna have to figure that out
quickly.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. There was a bunch of people saying they like started to book their cabins and stuff, and I panicked, and I didn't want the one that I normally get like taken.
Yeah.
So I hurry up and booked it, and like I had asked my mom. I'm like, hey, like granted, yeah, everything depends on Maya and if she'll still be here. But I'm like, are you still coming? She's like, I don't know if I can commit like with that far out. I'm like, Well, I went ahead and booked my cabin because then I'm not missing out on this.
What else are you doing? Jeez. It's a lot of planning.
It is a lot of planning.
Hey, Jason.
It's a lot of money you're putting out initially. Like, I feel like Airbnb is making a shit ton of money on our money.
For sure they are.
Because they make you, it's dependent upon the cabins, they make you put 100% down or 50% down. And so, like, they're just sitting on that money.
Oh, I want to say this, by the way, too. And this is not anything against Alcione. This is Ford. So part of our reasoning for getting a Raptor was this is a 4-cylinder Badlands. $67,000. And we saw them remember we saw them at the Ford dealership here. Mm-hmm. So we can't replace ours for the price. Anyway, sorry, squirrel moment. I'm pumped. I gotta get the new clock. Our timer broke. It just quit working. So let's.
Would we get 1 year?
Just throw that over there.
Would we get 2 years out of it?
No, 1 year, I think. A year and a half, maybe.
I was gonna say you reset it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe 2 years.
So I think we got 2 supercells out of it.
But thanks, Amazon.
Our dog's like, what's over there? What do I need to go get?
So there's our big reveal. Mobile says he got his for 56. We got ours for 54.
Yeah. Hypermotive Racing says our
and my new one's 62, which is dumb.
We need to be invited to that party.
Yeah. Jeez.
Clearly, I bring you guys special things. I should get return on investment.
He brings some party.
Yeah, I try to keep you guys hydrated. I'm playing. I bet
I wasn't invited to that party.
Well,
we weren't either.
You will be now.
Rude.
I know. I do expect this year to be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this year's Supercell East is going to be a lot of fun. There's one more though. There's Supercell what? Reno or something?
Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada.
And like
we probably couldn't hang. I'll be honest, we probably couldn't.
Wow.
We're old.
Wow.
We're old.
Actually, yeah, Bronco Super Celebration Nevada is October 9th through the 12th.
Supercell Cozumel.
Hell yeah.
You are all
I would go.
I would drive down there for that one.
You'd have to import it into Mexico.
Not import it. You can drive through Mexico. You just have to.
There are some countries you have to import the vehicle to drive it there. So I don't know that Mexico is one of those or not.
What about the border that you see vehicles crossing all the time?
Okay.
So all right, it's Marital Nation time, y'all.
Because Allie, when they took the Broncos to Iceland,
they
had to import them.
You can't drive to Iceland.
I'm just telling you.
Are any of your guys' pets like absolutely obsessed with a certain type of toy? So you have to start buying that certain type of toy or they cry?
Ours likes a bone.
There's a certain bone he likes.
Mine is his lamb chop. So here's the Halloween edition. And look at how big it is.
The armadillo's gone to second now?
Oh, yeah. Lamb chop was always first.
Okay.
Always.
Is it a bat?
No.
What's it dressed up as?
I don't know.
It's in sheep's clothing.
Oh, it's true.
With orange ears and black fur now. It's just Halloween colors.
And now it's just demonetized for kid content.
Oh, way to go.
You're welcome.
Hey, I wore a Halloween costume one time and got demonetized for kid content.
Yeah.
Did she wear that today, by the way?
She did not. She said, she was like, oh, yeah. Wasn't worth the effort.
Mobile, I would like to see Supercell Isla. What was it in Jurassic Park? Isla something. So we can go drive with the dinosaurs.
Right.
Well, it's forever now, sir.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. Chewy.com had a sale on me.
Invest in.
I love Chewy. I will forever be one of the biggest Chewy customers ever, just for how nice they've been to my dog. But they had a sale on these lamb chops, like right before I had moved. So I legit bought like 20 or 30 of these things. Because like no joke, they went for like $2 and $5. So I just stacked up on them. I'm like,
oh wait, did you have a Chewy store?
No.
Oh, because you said before they moved. So I was
no before like me and Maya moved to.
Oh, before you moved. Oh, okay, okay.
So like literally this huge ass box comes to my house, and I'm talking it's like half the height as me, like all literally just filled with lamb chops. Yeah. No, Bryce, the full size Broncos are not coming out for a while.
Nope. Sadly.
Isla Nubler.
Yes, Nubler.
Nubler.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, I want to say I want to
Mobile says bought 3 of these squeaky pigs. He likes them, but it can't bite big enough to make it squeak.
Ours just goes right for the heart. He pulls the
squeakers out. He gets the squeaker out and it's never has it again.
Yeah, it's so okay, let's talk 25 Bronco. It's supposed to be released in August.
I know.
And it's now September. So if everybody's wondering how that's going right now.
Yeah.
I did see a new gray. I told people there was going to be a new gray popping out, and there's one floating around. It kind of a grayish, bronzish kind of look to it. And I seen a picture floating around it this week. I didn't do a video on it because I was like, great, it's just another grayish looking Bronco.
Another gray.
So, is it not gray?
No, I said just another
gray.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be all Broncos are going to be gray.
I do have to say I like gray.
I don't dislike it.
Red was a really hard color for us to agree on because I tend to be more of like
black Raptors,
black, or grays, or because I like to live in the safe zone. Because I married this one, that was enough wild.
Team Carb Gray.
I am wearing a gray hat. See,
I'm wearing a gray sweatshirt. I'm wearing a gray headband.
And hey, this shirt was adventurous
My
for me to
walls
order
are gray.
because I had options of black or gray.
I don't know how
other colors.
I was the funny guy shirt, and now you're buying all the fun shirts
because I get attention.
You're an attention whore.
I am. I'm an attention whore.
Yeah.
Plus, it tells me it tells everybody how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And you don't have to ask me.
I do yell because I care.
Yeah.
Ask my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, so I think the Ruby's going to be great for 25. Will they do another color? Maybe we'll find out. Ford's not clearly telling us. So unless we just see him floating around. And funny thing is,
my guess. Actually, I'm not going to say my guess.
I think that we've talked about this before about Ford not hiding anything because hell, the damn Explorer or whatever, or not Explorer, the Expedition floating around Michigan like it's nothing. What got going on out there?
I've seen a couple of things, but not enough to get my camera out.
No, but I mean, everybody said I could have bought pictures on this thing of it out, and I'm just like, cool. Yeah, like they don't wrap them up anymore because it hides imperfections, noises they want to hear, and so they were just like, yeah, we just quit. I was like, well,
they're gonna sneak anyway.
As the auto industry guy that covers these things, that kind of sucks for me.
Yeah.
But oh well. Thanks, Ford. I mean, now if you could just invite us to something fun, appreciate that. I'm kidding.
We did get to go to something fun. We got to
see
the Bronco Sport Review.
We got to see this. We got this, Allie. We got this sticker, and you don't have it yet.
Maybe she'll get it.
Maybe I'll get it.
I might get a water bottle.
Another one,
dude. You know how many of these things we have?
Who cares? We need more.
So last story to end tonight on. So this is a Maverick water bottle, which I'm sure Tim Bartson there could have talked about. I was the last for the Maverick showings.
The last run.
I was the last run of it. They had a lot of these left over, and they're like, "Please take as many as you want." And I was like, all I took, because it was an up and back trip for me, so I just had my backpack, and I was like, well, I don't need that camera, I guess. I don't need the expensive video gear. Mama wants a Yeti that says Ford.
It's not just Mama. Who else was excited about it?
Yes, our daughter went nuts, and I have to have one.
She's like, where's mine? And he came home, and he put 3 out on the counter. But you know what? First world problems. We don't have anywhere to store them.
Because that's all we own now is Yetis.
We just have Maverick Yetis,
yeah, because
Bronco Off-Roadeo Yetis.
You go to a Ford event and they love giving Yetis out.
Yeah,
they've got to have some type of some type of.
They had to have bought like stock in Yeti or something. Like it's crazy.
Yep. So going through security was fun because they did stop my bag and was probably looking at it like, how many damn Yetis this dude need?
You're like, they're empty. There's nothing in them.
Yep. There's nothing at all.
Rob Hallmark says, got to see the new Bronco Sport Badlands Sasquatch at Supercell. Guess what? We saw that one too.
Yes, that was
the
it.
week
They
before.
literally loaded it up to take it out there.
Yeah, they actually had a truck on standby after our last run.
Yeah.
Of the Bronco Sport.
Which we were trying to get, and we still, I don't feel like we got to cover that as well as we could have because we were like kind of rushed.
Yeah.
And they literally had a truck waiting. As soon as we were sort of done, they started running them out to get in trucks.
It didn't help that one journalist took like 45 minutes or an hour on one truck you want to go
and they're
on.
not like a journalist. They were a TikTok person.
Whatever he was.
And TikTok people who I think are very creative, but to get their creative 30-second video, you're just like, get out of the goddamn vehicle. Like, I need to do time in the vehicle.
And it wasn't just us. There was another print journalist who was actually waiting to get in it, to take the pictures, to do all the things. So then they got in it.
Luckily, she ran them out.
Yeah, she did. She ran them out. And then once she
thank
got
you,
her stuff,
thank you, Tanya.
She was like,
who I know do not watch the show.
Hey, Kelly and Dave, you want to come over? And so we did. So
who I met on a Nissan trip many years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That was before Kelly got to go on anything.
Oh, those are the trips you would have really.
Can you stop rubbing salt in the wound?
Before COVID, the press trips were really, really fun. So.
Wow.
So that is a show tonight. Allie, got anything to want to close out with? Anything coming up? Anything people need to know about buying Fords?
Buy blue collar Velocity.
Not yet.
Anything?
Maybe something soon.
Hey, does Ranger order banks open up anytime soon, or for 25s?
I think Ranger and Bronco close in October.
Are they going to do another run of like 21s where they built 21s all the way to December 20 whatever when the plants closed down?
I remember the last 21 I got was April of 22.
Oh, I did a video on that mocking them for that. I was
because it was literally one day before I left for Supercell, and I told the guy that he had to come get this right now, or he was waiting another week.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. Yep. Douglas Blair says that's the plan, is to run through December.
I don't doubt it, but that's such a bad.
I have a theory, and I don't want to say it yet because if it's right, I'm gonna bang my head against my desk first. So let's see.
Well, things I see in the plant where I was told aren't going to happen this year. So
yeah.
So Weatherby 2-wheel drive,
4-wheel drive.
Are these cool ass Fords? I guess we get to drive.
Or the Fords.
The Fords.
The Fords.
The Fords.
It's been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd.
I'm Kelly Boyd.
And Miss Allie. And we're out. Peace.
See ya.